To explain all of that is our wise guy.
Matt Sellen is here, and we're talking about the summer solstice this morning.
Right, and the summer solstice is when you have the longest day of the year. That means that the time between sunrise and sunset is the longest you can have. And of course, you have winter solstice when it's the opposite, when it's the shortest day of the year. And we talked about astronomy and some stuff a few weeks ago for quite a few weeks, actually.
Why things are winter and why things
exactly.
are summer.
So it has to do with that. And so just to sort of show what's going on here, you can be the sun. Why don't you just sort of point?
Suppose
you can be the sun. So suppose the sun is over there.
Shining brightly.
And it's shining down on the Earth. Now, in the summertime, what happens is the Earth is tilted on its axis, and it rotates with an angle of about, so you have to be horizontal over there. That's fine. Of about 23.5 degrees with respect to the ecliptic, which is the plane.
And you can kind of see the sun over here.
Right, and so what happens is when the northern hemisphere is tilted basically toward the sun, then we have sort of a more direct shot of the sunlight as it hits the Earth, and that's why, you know, it's warmer and so on. But it also has it influences how long the day is, because if the sun is shining on the top of the Earth like this, you just see the sun for a longer time than what happens in the wintertime when basically the sun is on the other side and it tends to be illuminating the southern hemisphere a little bit more. Then the sun has a harder time getting up here, and the days are just sort of shorter.
Okay.
And so you can work out the time at which the sun or the Earth's axis is pointing most directly toward the sun. And this year it happened Sunday night at about 9 o'clock at night.
This coming Sunday?
No, this past Sunday, so a couple of days ago.
So the days are getting shorter now.
So now the days are, right, so either Sunday or Monday, depending on how they decide these things, and I don't know how they exactly decide these things, was the longest day. I would say probably it was Sunday, but then I'm not an expert on how they define the stuff. But anyways, I know at 9 o'clock Sunday night is when the axis of the Earth was as close as it gets toward the sun. Okay. And so that means that that was the longest day.
We have about 30 seconds left. Let me ask you real quick about the poles.
Yes.
Now there are some times of the year, like say if the sun's, come on sunshine, you're missing your you're missing your shining here. Now with the sun like this, does that mean the North Pole is going to be brighter and then it could be dark completely?
Yeah, it means basically that the sun never sets if you're far enough north in the summertime, and the sun never rises if you're far enough south in the summertime. So it's always light here and it's always dark down here, and it's the opposite any other time of the year. 6 months.
Come our time, winter time.
So let me just put a real quick plug in for next week. Since the 4th of July is coming up, I'm going to work with some of my friends in chemistry, and we're going to try to have some real explosive stuff next Wednesday morning.
Explosive stuff. Sounds good. All right, Wise Guy Matt Sellen here. If you have questions for the Wise Guy, send them into the morning show at wcia.com. You can check out his website too, wiseguy.net. Elizabeth.